Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder EAS&Weather here with your day 1 fire weather outlook. First off, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Today we honor the veterans who basically sacrificed their lives to save our country. Today we honor those who sacrificed themselves to save our country. So yeah. Today we honor those. Anyway, we have a critical fire weather area today covering northwestern Nevada and southeastern Oregon for the critical fire weather concerns. So you can see there's no major population center in the critical fire risk area for today. All right. We have an elevated fire weather area today covering parts of Oregon, southwestern Idaho, parts of Nevada, and northeastern California. And you'll notice there's a brown area down here. The brown area is where we have the highest potential for isolated dry thunderstorms today. Alright? The brown is the highest potential for isolated dry thunderstorms today within the brown. Okay? Dry thunderstorms are thunderstorms that occur without any precipitation because the air is so dry that the precipitation evaporates before reaching the ground, so you're just left with thunder and lightning. And if we get any cloud to ground lightning strikes, that can start a fire. All right, dry lightning strikes can cause a fire to start and spread quickly. So there's recent lightning induced ignitions within the brown area. And so, in synopsis, a robust upper-level trough will dig into the Pacific Northwest today, a weaker mid- and upper trough, and an associated plume of enhanced mid- and upper-level moisture shift into the southwest. Another upper trough will transition quickly east-northeastward across northern New England, while regime remains in place over the southeast and much of the high plains. Chances for wetting rainfall will continue across much of the east coast and the south along and ahead of a surface quasi-stationary boundary and cold front. Our second cold front will also begin to advance across the Pacific Northwest in tandem with the aforementioned upper trough. So, the Great Basin, a strengthening surface pressure gradient ahead of an approaching surface cold front, will promote sustained southwesterly surface winds of 20 to 25 miles per hour, with above normal temperatures and minimum relative humidity values from 15% also expected. Recent fire activity suggests that fuels are becoming more receptive to wildfire spread across this region. The combination of winds and relative humidity and cured, drying lower elevation fuels will result in a critical fire weather threat from northwestern Nevada into southeastern Oregon this afternoon. Deep boundary layer mixing and strengthening southwesterly flow aloft may also support occasional wind gusts to 30 to 35 miles per hour. Elevated fire weather conditions are also expected across adjacent portions of the Great Basin, where sustained southwesterly surface winds of 15 to 25 miles per hour are forecast to overlap reduced relative humidity of 15 to 25%. In the southwest, a mid-upper trough and associated plume of greater mid-level moisture will shift into the southwest through today. This will contribute to weak buoyancy and support isolated to widely scattered thunderstorms over receptive fuels, ERCs running 90th percentile. Thunderstorms will initially be high-based with a dry boundary layer supporting evaporation of rainfall. More robust boundary layer moistening and the potential for a more prolonged convective event in some locations will support a mix of wet and dry thunderstorms, with rainfall accumulations of up to 0.5 inches possible, primarily from west central New Mexico into central Arizona. Minor trimming to the drawn area was done to account for recent rainfall accumulation trends in the latest high-rise guidance. High-base thunderstorms with lower rainfall totals should still be more prevalent along and south of the Magellan Rim and along the fringes of the deeper subtropical moisture plume across lower elevation areas, where isolated dry thunderstorm highlights remain. So, that's your day 1 fire weather outlook. Stay safe and vigilant in these areas today. Stay safe and vigilant in these areas today. If I were you, I would gather supplies immediately, such as food, water, clothing, toiletries, medical supplies, a flashlight, a cell phone, phone chargers, extra batteries, and a battery-powered radio in the event that you need to evacuate on a moment's notice, because fire can start to spread quickly. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas today. Excuse me. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas today. All it takes is one little spark for a fire to start and spread quickly. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground, even if they're not lit, because one, that's littering, which is illegal and unsafe, and littering is illegal and unsafe and can damage the environment if a fire starts. And you get a pricey fine if you get caught littering. And all it takes is one little spark for a fire to start and spread quickly. And make sure your cigarette is fully out before you throw it away. So, stay safe in these areas today, and I will have my day 1 severe weather outlook very soon. Take care.